Lim Boon Liat, August 21, 1926 to July 11, 2020, was a Malaysian zoologist. His pioneering work revealed the biological diversity of Malaysia and made him a strong advocate for the conservation of the country's natural heritage. Lim was the first Southeast Asian to be awarded honorary membership to the American Society of Mammalogists. Nature lessons in school inspired a love for the outdoors, and he spent time in his youth collecting plants and insects. Dr. Lim's destiny changed when he applied and was accepted for a temporary post as a lab assistant at the Institute for Medical Research, IMR, Kuala Lumpur in 1947. His temporary stint turned into a permanent job when he was promoted in 1952 to the position of permanent lab assistant. As a permanent staff of the IMR, Dr. Lim was involved in scientific expeditions and projects in Borneo, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia and Thailand under the auspices of the Bishop Museum, University of Hawaii that focused on the study of parasites and small mammals. He also had the opportunity, during this time, to help start the National Zoo, working together with such notable people as the late Tan Sri V.M. Hudson and the late Datuk Kington Liu, as well as officers from the Department of Wildlife and National Parks Malaysia, DWNP. He was also instrumental in the revival of the Malaysian Nature Society, MNS, recipient of the Merdeka Award in 2008 in 1948 after its long hiatus during the Second World War. Lim was 16 years old when World War II came to Malaya, disrupting his studies. He worked odd jobs to support his family. He traveled to Carey Island and set up machinery to harvest salt from seawater. During his time on the island, he learned to identify animals from the indigenous people, the Mameri. Although lacking formal education, the zoological knowledge Lim learned on Carey Island provided the opportunity to take a temporary lab assistant position at the Institute for Medical Research, IMR, in Kuala Lumpur. His first assignment was studying scrub typhus, carried from mites to rats. Further studies also focused on small mammals and parasites, and involved travel throughout Southeast Asia under the auspices of the Bishop Museum. During this time, he also helped found the National Zoo of Malaysia and helped re-establish the Malaysian Nature Society after a hiatus caused by World War II. After a 3-year break to earn his master's degree, Lim returned to the IMR as a zoologist in 1972, heading the IMR's Medical Ecology Division. In 1977, Lim became the head of the Vector Biology Control Research Unit of the World Health Organization in Jakarta, Indonesia. His work there included research on plague, malaria control, and rodent control. He worked at the WHO until his retirement in 1987. After his retirement, Lim became the honorary consultant on zoology for the Department of Wildlife and National Parks Peninsular Malaysia, helping to establish a research laboratory for small animals. Throughout his career, he was an author on over 300 scientific papers and wrote multiple books, including Poisonous Snakes of Peninsula Malaysia, 1979, Orang Asli Animal Tales, 1981, and Turtles of Borneo, 1999.